Israel continues to shock me. I've been here for some years and I notice how many little things Israelis do differently. Here's my list of 13 things that Israelis do that Americans are gonna find really, really strange. First one is people love to hang out at night. This is something that I've noticed where you don't see anybody out during the day, maybe even past 6, 7, but for some reason, once the sun starts coming down, people are out on benches, people are playing sports, people are out and about, and it is freaking loud in the streets, right? And it's not even necessarily that they're partying or doing anything crazy. They're just out. They are night people. Now, my hypothesis about this was because it is so freaking hot in the Middle East that they're like, okay, let's wait till things cool down, then we'll go out. It's like, for example, my sister just got back doing pickleball. She had like a pickleball private tutor, which is hilarious. But she was saying how this class was at 9. And in America, most facilities, most government programs, they're closed at 9. At 9, man, I need to be in bed. I need to have 8 already, especially during the weekday. Weekends, obviously, Americans go out, do their thing. Another mild one, Israelis will force you to eat if you're around them. They will force you to finish their food, to finish your food. They want to feel like they're being hospitable towards you no matter who you are. When you come here, make sure you accept it. It's not like going to be a slap in the face. Israelis are not that freaking insecure. They might be aggressive, yelling, whatever, but at the end of the day, they still have a soft side and they will make sure that you're fed and you better finish your plate. The next thing is Israelis really open carry a lot. Like a lot of Israelis have some sort of weapon on them, even the non-soldiers, and they might be dressed in regular clothing and be carrying a big, long military grade firearm. And right after October 7th, I have never seen that many, and I have never seen so many people openly carry. And I saw them at the gym, working out, putting their weapon next to them, getting their sets in, picking it up, going to the next spot. I'm like, this is just an insane place, but you know, this is part of the territory. The next thing is when you go to a mall, when you go to a place that has a large population, when you pull into the garage, they will ask you, Yeshlach nishik? Do you have a weapon? This I've always found hilarious because what person's gonna be like, you know what? Thanks for asking. I do, sir. You caught me. Here you are. Turn me in. Walking and not like a garage. They'll just put you through a metal detector, but they won't even pay attention. But I say that because there's actual things that happen in Israel, like actual T attacks that occur. God forbid these people that are being paid to check security, to check if people have something dangerous on them. God forbid they pay attention and do their job. And by the way, if you're coming to Israel, you should already be used to being interrogated because everybody gets interrogated when they come and land in Israel by the security that says, who are you here to meet? What's their name? What city are they in? The next one is Eurovision. So Eurovision is essentially American Idol, but for all of Europe, and they include Israel in that. I had absolutely no idea what this was before I landed and was in Israel. We are in a freaking bubble in America. I'm sure everybody in Israel knows what American Idol is. It is bigger than America's American Idol because I don't actually know anybody personally that still watches that. I mean, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I would say most people watched it. It's a big deal. People sit around, turn on their TV like this and flip through the channel, the TV guide. Yeah, no, we don't do that anymore. Eurovision in Israel, man, they are not playing with that. And Israel generally does pretty well in these competitions. So I still haven't watched it, by the way, but I'm not really super into that type of stuff and I'm not going to schedule my life around it. This is probably one of my biggest gripes with Israel. Gym memberships are so expensive. In America, if you're going to pay $50, let's say, for a monthly membership, that gym better be big. It's probably going to be at Anytime Fitness in a nice area or 24-hour fitness in a nice area. And that membership's probably going to be closer to like $40. In Israel, the gym is so crappy. The gym equipment is freaking old and nobody is going to fix it when it breaks. And it often breaks because the gym equipment is cheap. And you haven't heard the worst part. The worst part about this gym membership, they're going to say when you can and cannot go to the gym. So you have to choose a slot. Are you a morning person or do you have an afternoon gym membership? And if you go there past your time, they will not give you access to the gym. I'm in a new nice area, nice new city. You would think it would have the best. There is another gym, but guess how much that gym is? It's $70. Comparing it to America, where for example, a Planet Fitness membership is $15 and it's huge, a ton of equipment, and the machines are brand new. They're gonna be fixed right away. There's a huge opportunity, in my opinion, for somebody to step up and create maybe like a 24-hour Anytime Fitness type of a chain and just put these crappy gyms out of business. However, there's a caveat. So if you don't want to pay for that, pretty much every block in modern cities, new constructions especially, but even older cities, cities, there's these outdoor gyms, right? And I know Europe has these as well, but it seems like they have a lot of them per capita in Israel. And that's what I've been using primarily because, man, I don't care how much you're making. I rather just do push-ups or something rather than paying all that money and being told when I can and cannot go to the gym. The next one is, this is a huge cultural difference. Workers, customer service representatives will be on their phones, talking on the phones, texting while they're in the grocery store helping you.
I suck toes. Good afternoon, welcome to Pop Copy. Can I help you?
There's no like customer service or respect for the customer in that way. If you're in the shuk, they'll be on the phone like making your falafel. Oh, what's up, my homie? Oh yeah, we about to go out tonight. We about to have fun. That doesn't happen in America. In America, there's so many more chains. You don't want your employees to represent the huge conglomerate chain negatively. But also there's chains here and they still do stuff like that. So I don't think it really matters. I think it's genuinely just the culture. It's like, bro, I came into the store. Like, why are you trying to treat me like I'm interrupting this conversation? Oh no, you finish your phone call, we'll deal with this later. Oh, okay, thanks. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the other difference is people start school after they're 21. You have military service that's mandatory for women and men. It's roughly 2 years, a little bit less for women, but you know, it's roughly 2 years. So what a lot of people do, they might take a gap year after that. So they're starting school maybe at around 2021 when a lot of American students are starting to graduate and get out of school. I think that this is something that is really cool about Israel, that you kind of like have these experiences, and a lot of people, they travel abroad. They might go to Thailand, they might go to South America, and seeing the people that are in college today, man, they're just being brainwashed in America. A little bit of a gap year or something might be good for them. This might be a negative. I don't know the statistics on it, but maybe because you don't go right away, you already are used to being out of school and maybe you're more reluctant to go back to school, to go to university. The next one is bomb shelters. Bomb shelters. I don't want to say, you know, YouTube's so annoying. You can't freaking talk anymore without having problems with your channel. There are a lot of outdoor ones for people that are outdoor in the public, maybe by a park or maybe at an airport or at the hospital, whatever it may be. There's always going to be a place where you can go in case something were to go down. And for example, this room right here is the apartment's shelter. Most apartments nowadays, they have to have at least one room that's like fortified, that's thick. Does it mean that you're going to get hit because there's a shelter? No, relax. You know, that's not true. Just because you have a seatbelt in a car doesn't mean that you're going to get in an accident. The next one is handheld shower heads. So you have in America the shower heads that are fixed. Very rarely do you have the shower heads that are like the ones in the kitchen where you can kind of pull them off and they become kind of loosey-goosey and it's kind of like a string. Every single shower head in Israel is the one where you can move it around, and that's something that is never common in America, and that's something that I guess is good, but I don't know what I'm gonna really use it for. If I have the one on top, I just rub it with my hands and, you know, do my thing. My sister made a good point though. When you're cleaning the tub, when you're cleaning the shower, you can just kind of use that and like rinse everything off. There's a plus right there. I think that that's even enough. Maybe that's something that needs to be brought over to America. However, my hypothesis is there's way more breakages in Israel of these shower heads. We already had ours freaking break and the thing started leaking. Probably it's cheaper to do it that way in America. Everything's about cutting costs. This one's kind of funny. Israelis do not eat leftovers. I know a lot of Europeans, Germans, I know y'all gonna be mad at this considering no wasted anything, efficiency. If they're finished eating and there's leftovers, they usually try to get them to finish. They toss it away. I'm not a big leftovers guy. I was always raised to finish my plate, and I think that's why, you know, I got kind of a belly. Israelis, I know I'm telling the truth about this. So you can be in the comments being like, I take my leftovers. Okay, you're one person. Thank you. I guess Tupperware is not making a killing in Israel. I don't know. The other one is Israelis like to do number one, if you know what I mean, but outdoors. They'll pull over and they'll just do number one. I'm not saying it's everybody. I'm not saying it's the Jews, the Arabs. I don't know. I'm just saying I've seen it a lot more here. Y'all can be mad at me. I don't care. The next one is Israelis are very musical. They love singing. I have multiple family members that are singers, some of them very popular singers at one point. They like karaoke as well. They're big karaoke people. I think music's a big deal in America, of course, but it's next level. Not only from like the consuming aspect of it, but the amount of people that just sing and enjoy singing. The level of comfort people have singing in front of other people that are not professional singers by any means is very rare. I think most Americans, even if they were actually singers, they're like, I'm not about to sing in front of people. Like, that's so embarrassing. That's so awkward. But I respect that. It's like a very positive expression. So I think we got to get to that. We got to have a little bit more of that in America. Like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm out. Peace.